Hey, my name's Brittany, and today I'm going to be talking about the Magped magnetic pedals. I will show you how to install the magnet plates on a new pair of shoes and talk to you about the pedals and the exact style that I have and how it works for me on the bike. So one of the biggest things that people ask me about Magped is what kind of shoes they can use. I have previously used these with my 510 Hellcat Pros. They work great. As you can see, my magnet plate is still installed on here, and this has a reservoir area, a recessed area that's plenty big enough. But I am switching them over to these new Etnies camber clipless shoes, mostly because these don't fit me, they're too small. So I'm really excited to give these shoes a shot, and you can see that these have a really wide area as well. And I've already installed one of them, so you can see that the plate still fits really nicely in there. The only thing you can't really use is more of a cross-country style mountain bike shoe. You definitely want to have one that looks more like a flat shoe but is clipless compatible. And if you have any issues or you're wondering further what kind of shoes you can use, Magped, on their website, they do have an ongoing list of different shoe models that are compatible with the magnetic plates. Alright, next I'm going to show you how to install the Magped magnetic plates onto a pair of shoes. I'm going to switch one of my plates from my previous Hellcats over to my Etnies. If you've ridden clipless, you're going to know how to do this already, but if you've never ridden clipless, this is going to be a very brief tutorial on how to install these. Alright, so I already removed the magnetic plate from my old shoes, and I'm going to show you really quickly how to install it on a new pair of shoes. So you can get some spacers if you need to raise or lower the height of the magnetic plate when it's on your shoe. And your shoes are going to have 4 holes usually that you can move up and down within the shoe, and you just want to line your plate up with those. I personally like my plates to be pushed as far back towards the middle of my foot as I can get them. That's just my personal preference, and that's where I feel most comfortable with my foot on the pedal. So you're just going to want to line that up, and you're going to tighten everything back down. And when you get kind of near the bottom, you're going to need to give it one good crank to make sure they're really in there nice and tight. But this is a super easy process. It's no different than installing SPDs or any other type of clipless cleat. So once you've got those all nice and tight, then you are good to go. Magped makes a few different types of pedals. These are the Enduro. These are made for more aggressive trail, enduro, or downhill style riding. I like these because they do have magnets on both sides of the pedal, so if I'm riding, I never have to worry when I remount about which side of my pedal is facing up. I also really like the pins on these. They have a good placement and they're really grippy with all the shoes that I've tried these with. And just so you know, if you order a pair of these, you do get a choice of the strength of magnet. You get a choice between 150 Newton and 200 Newton as far as the strength goes. They kind of baseline that on rider weight or just on how much grip you want. So I personally like the 200 weight magnets the best. I feel like those give me the most confidence when I'm going through technical terrain or doing jumps or getting wheels off the ground, but I am still easily able to dismount when I need to. As far as actually riding the Magpeds is concerned, clipping in, clipping out, it's really simple. I pretty much just line my foot up where I want my foot positioned on the pedal, because once the magnets are engaged, your foot is going to be pretty stationary on the trail. But you'll hear this nice, satisfying click sound as soon as you engage those magnets. Whenever I'm ready to dismount, if I know I'm coming to a planned stop, my personal method is just to roll my ankle just a little bit, just enough to break that magnetic connection right there. And if I'm coming to more of an unplanned stop, all I really think about doing, instead of, a traditional clipless, you might spin your ankle. On these, all you're going to want to do is pull straight up, and you can come out pretty easily. And I have never had an issue getting attached or detached while I'm riding. That's the Magped Enduro. If you pick a pair up, I really hope you love them just as much as I do. And if you still have any questions left about any of the technical aspects of these and how everything works, you can check out the written part of my review. It's linked down below, and in there you'll find everything from measurements and weights to all the different materials you get if you order a pair and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoy.